Here I am again. How's everybody doing today? Let me turn this up. I speak low. All right. What's good, everybody? I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? Sitting on my chair. You see my chair? It ain't my chair, but one day it'll be. My bed's still over there somewhere. See? And my rugs. Anyway, I'm just coming on live. I can't seem to get on at night. I got things to do. But anyway, you know, um, just everybody be safe out there. You know what I mean? You know, um, you love who you gonna love, and be who you gonna be. You know what I mean? If you love someone, don't be afraid to tell them you love them. You know, He says, time is short here on earth. We're only trespassing on this earth. So, do what you gotta do. Be who you gonna be, what you gotta do, whatever. I'm trying to say it, but I can't say it. So, I mean? I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? Sitting here waiting on something. Trying to figure out what am I going to eat. I need some food. I had some fake Captain Crunch. I haven't had Captain Crunch in years. And I had some fake Captain Crunch, and it's okay. I think I like the real one. Anywho, I hope everybody be good. Um, you know, it's about to be a whole new month. And that's why I say love who you're gonna love. Be be who you gonna be. Cause September is a whole nother realm, believe it or not. So I'm trying to get people to understand that life is too short. You know, nothing is promised to us. Nothing. So that's there. I'm just chilling, sitting here at the sofa place. I have nothing really to do until for a few minutes. Just get on live. Um, I'm trying to figure out what I was gonna say. Um, you know, um, you know, um, I would suggest, keep your supplies. Keep your supplies, your waters, your canned goods, can opener. Don't forget your can opener. Okay? Always have a can opener. You know what I mean? You never know what's gonna happen. Um, covers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't feel right about something. But it's nothing wrong with being prepared. We don't fear. I'm not a fear monger, but we always got to be prepared in things. You know, um, I'm noticing like the nights are getting a little bit more, just a little bit more colder. So, you know, be, be alert, be attentive. You know what I mean? So that's all I would say today. You know, uh, let's see what else is going on. I'm in the A. Boosie. So Boosie said he's gonna take a 2 year plea. It's supposed to be max up to 15, but he ain't trying to do that. So he does the 2 year. Boosie was um, arrested on felony charges for being in California. He had a weapon, some form of a weapon, and you know how that go. Y'all got to be safe out here, man. Gotta be safe. You know what I mean? And you know how the law work with us. Some of us, the law don't. Yeah. So shouts out to my brother on that. You know what I mean? We all trying to make it on this earth. Earth, the way I see it, life is hard enough as it is, and it's just, when you serve Christ, uh, people just, it's just when you're getting right with Him, it's just that extra energy, that negative energy just wants to come to your positivity, and you're saying no, no, you know what I mean? And so you got to learn to say no to things and people, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? I like my lips on this. I'm like, dang, I took a chance to put a lighter lip gloss on there. See? I didn't know it was gonna show up because it's like real light. You know what I mean? So thank you. You know, you in the mall, you got all kinds of stuff that's offered to you. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, when me being homeless, if I have to be in the mall, there's all kinds of free little things, you know, um, I just ask, can I have this? Can I use some of this? You know what I mean? For free. When you go to that beauty counter, you know what I mean? You know, they got all kinds. I'm still trying to find something for my hands. You know what I mean? Well, I just need to moisturize them. Cause anyway, ain't nobody on my life, so I can do what I want to do. Anyway, you know, no, I just say, just be prayerful. Be alert. You know, you know, this is not a fear mongering message. It's just about just being all right. You know what I mean? We are in the last days, and who knows what may occur. No one really knows why they keep checking these National Guards. You know, they haven't really given us anything, and so that's what I would say. Just be careful. You know. Um. All right. I don't have much else to say because I don't know if I'm coming on live tonight. You know what I mean? I mean, oh yeah, I did put a topic in there, so I guess I have to. But I do that all the time. I apologize if I don't come on time, but you know what I mean. I'm there for you. You know what I mean. If you don't see me on there, then sometimes I just come on like now. So you know, but it's very important. Because I see, when you know, I first seen people getting surgery, I mostly seen white people get surgery, and now, you know, I've never thought I lived to see the day that sisters got to do something to their butts. And I ain't got the biggest, but I'm just saying, you know, I, it's a I don't want to say it's a mental thing, but it's more of a thing of the mind of thinking that you gotta have it. This is what makes you who you are, and it's not true. You know what I mean? I got some pointers, and that's what I'm trying to do since it's starting to get cooler out. Is try to work on some workout tips. You can easily build your gluteus maximus by doing some workout tips, taking or eating certain uh, foods that are all healthy. You can do these things. No, you're not going to be sitting like a hippo, but you're going to have enough to say, hey, hey, that's what got me in this. You know what I'm saying? Some dusty staring at my ass. I'm just trying to tell you. So it works. It works. So you know, that's just something that the Most High is bringing to me. About looking good and taking care of ourselves, and we don't always have to run to the surgery table. There's things that we can do natural to enhance our looks and ourselves, and it's what I'm saying. Me, I'd rather have a flat butt. I've always said this. I'd rather have a flat butt driving in the $50,000 $100 vehicle. That's me. So, all right. So I'm just on here, just living my life. You know what I mean? Chilling. Um, I'm not overdoing things. I'm just chilling. And I just ask that of you all. Thanks to my subscribers. Welcome to my channel. To everybody else, have a best day. You're welcome. Blessings. Bye bye.